Hey, this is Max from DeFi Chronicles. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about Polar nodes and my review and also results after creating my first node almost 2 months ago. So let's see how much money I've been making after creating my first node. So starting off, Polar nodes is just another passive income protocol built on Avalanche. I think they created or they launched the project on January 11th or January 15th. Their goal is obviously to create a some passive income that can be sustainable for the node holders. So very straightforward. How this works is by selecting the tire that you want to create. Right now they have 5 tires. So you select the tire that you want to create. You buy the amount of Polar tokens, which is their native token, to create your node or to mint your node. Minting, if you don't know what that means, is say you want to create a Fuji Polar node. You go to Trader Joe, you buy with your AVAX 30 Polar. When you have it in your wallet, you come here, you select Fuji, then you click on approve, then you create your node. I have mine on approve because I created my node before they updated the UI. Actually, when I created mine, they only had the Mont Blanc available. They didn't have the Fuji, the Mont Blanc, the Kilimanjaro, or the other one, or even the Everest. So the only one that they had available was the Mont Blanc. So the goal here is actually to create your node, right? So let's say you create a Moblin, the one that I have, you pay 55 tokens, which if we go on Polar, we can see that it costs $2.54 per token. And you will be paying a little bit, let's just say $140 to create your node, right? And you will be rewarded every 24 hours, 0.99 Polar, and that is $2.47, right? So that is your passive income protocol that can be paying you anywhere from $2 or even less. I think the Fuji is a little bit less, so you can get paid anywhere from $1 up to $70 to $80 every single day. Of course, depending on the tire that you select. As you can see, the one that is paying $80 every 24 hours has a very high cost because it costs $1,000, and that is $2,500. And I know that not everybody has $2,500 to invest or to invest into a single project. So going so talking a little bit about my story and how I started with Polar. I was investing in a few passive income project and I stumbled upon the Polar Twitter. So I started investigating and reading the docs and I saw that it only cost 55 Polar tokens to create one node. Also, bear in mind that when I created mine, the price was at $1.55. So I only paid, let's see here on Dex Tools, on the 29th January, I paid, let's see, I only paid $85 to create my node. If we go here to my logging sheet, we can see here the creation date, which I paid, I bought 55 tokens and I paid $85 to create it. And since then, transfer, that part only means this is just the yield generated. I call it transfer. So as you can see on these days from January 29 till February 6, I generated 7 Polo tokens. Then I sold it for $31. Then I started generating a few more and I started selling each one of them. As you can see, I started selling more often because we were getting some spikes in the price. As you can see here, here, and also here. So I started selling every time I saw it, like $5, $4, just to get my return on investment a little bit quicker. Because here it says I bought 55 tokens, and if the price would have stayed stable, I would have to wait 55 days to get my investment back. But actually, because I was selling very high, I got my initial investment in less than 28 days. I think it was around 25 days. So I cut my return on investment period in half for this one. Since I created it, I've made $127. This is not taking into account the 3.80 dollar that I have in my pending rewards. So that means I've made a little bit over $40 in profits from this one. Why? Because if we type 127, if we if we do the math, 127 minus $85, which is the amount that I invested, I have made $42 in free money. I even have a automatic calculator here that says $42 in free money. So why I really decided to do this video, because I was looking at the chart and this thing looks very promising. If they manage to put out some good information, some good news, I think this thing could shoot up again to $10, because even though I do not like to use patterns on node projects, but this look exactly as a great breakout. So right now, if it works as a breakout, it should push up to the 10 to $11, right? But of course, that is depending on the overall market. If BTC continues to go up, and also if Polar can sustain the price and keep adding some good news, and also some good functionalities around the project. I know that they have a NFT project on standby that probably should be out in the next few days or few weeks. So I hope it gets out and it works. So let's see if it can push the price up to the $10, which would be amazing. So now coming back to the DApp, if you guys want to create your own node, this is very fairly straightforward. You just need to buy the Polar token here on Trader Joe, select the level of node that you want. So here we can see the all the node tires that they have available. The lowest one costs 30 Polar. The one that I have costs 55 Polar, and there is one that goes up to 1,000 Polars. It really depends on the budget that you have, and also if you want to create a node, of course. You need to take into consideration the claim tax. So whenever you claim, you will be they will be taking some, well, that percentage of your claiming. So let's say I have 3.80 Polar right now in my wallet in pending rewards. If I go and claim it, I need to take out 3% tax, and this is the amount that I will be receiving. But there is something that you need to take into account, is that there is a claiming tax before return on investment. So you will be paying 19% tax before return on investment. How they calculate the return on investment is just the days that it says here. So for me, it says 55 Polar for the initial investment, and I will be paid 0.99 Polar. So my return on investment period is around 55 days to 56 days. And after that, I will be paying 3% instead of 19%. The 19% tax is the same for level 1 till level 5. Also here we can see the yield. It says, let me go on Montblanc, it says 0.16 instead of 0.99. Why? Because this is separated in blocks of 4 hours. If we take 24 hours and we separate it into 4, it should be 6. So if we take 6 multiplied by 0.165, This is the amount that we are getting. So the 0.165 is every 4 hours. And the amount that we see here is in total for the 24 hours. So this is 4 hours and this is 24 hours. Then let's talk a little bit about the distribution system. As I said before, the fee that we pay for minting the node is non-refundable. So when I pay 55 Polo tokens, I cannot get back these 55 Polo tokens because they get distributed in here. As you can see, 65% goes to the reward pool. The reward pool is what they use to pay the node holders. So whenever I'm getting my 0.99 Polo token every single day, I'm getting it from the reward pool. Then also there is the treasury fund that they use to invest some of the funds and also increase the sustainability of the protocol. Then there is a 5% liquidity pool, which is the liquidity on Trader Joe. Then 15% goes to the team, I guess, for operations and developments, right? On Treasury, I know that they have some investment on some LP staking on USDC, and there is also another investment that they have, but currently I cannot remember. If you join their Discord, I guess someone there can answer you, and also there is a part that shows the investment, but right now I cannot remember what it is. So now really quick, let me show you how we profit from this node project. So right now I have 3.81 pending rewards. I can just claim my rewards to send them to my wallet. I confirm the transaction, wait a few seconds. Then when I have it in my wallet, what I can do, let me invert this transaction. Let me refresh to see if it can comes now. Confirm. So there you have it. So as you can see, I got a little bit less polar than what it says I was going to receive. I think it was 3.81 and I received 3.77. Again, this is because of the 3% taxes that I had to pay. So if I sell my Polo tokens, I will be receiving 0.11 AVAX. Also, if I want to, I can sell it for some USDC or some USDT. And there you have it. This is the amount of money that I've made passively. So I have $9.48. So adding this up to the $227 plus 9.48, that should add it up to $136 minus $85. So right now I've made $51 in profits after getting back my initial investment. Let me sell it for some AVAX. Click confirm. So now that you know how to create your first node, if you guys want to create a node with pending rewards and not claim the reward, so you don't have to pay the 19% tax, you can compound your polar, then click on create node with pending rewards, select the level that you want, and then confirm here. Also, I think this button you can click on level up nodes. So let's say you have a Fuji node, which the cost is 30 polar, and from there you have, let's say, 20 polar in your wallet that you accumulated through compounding. Through your rewards. You can then click on level up nodes by adding 25 tokens, and it will be changing from a Fuji node to a Mobla node to a level 2 nodes. Now what I want to do is provide a quick review of the documentation of the project. Also, if you want to do your own research, which you should do, I will be leaving a few links in the description so you can get access easier to the documentation. If we first go to Polar nodes here on Notion. There is a fact section which explains a few important things. First, we have the tires. I already went over it, which is the same thing as this. Then the launch project, when did the project launch? Okay, it was on January 11. Let's see the cost. Here it explains the ROI. Also, if we can sell our nodes after they are created. So right now we cannot sell them, but there are some projects that uses NFT. So their nodes are NFT, and you can sell them on the secondary market. So right now you cannot do that. Here it explains how you can buy a node. So if you go to Discord and you click on how to create nodes, you can find the step by step to create your first node. How long does it take to get your reward? So every 4 hours, your reward will be showing. Is there a limit to the nodes that you can create? No, but usually there is a cap on most project. Usually between 100 to 200 nodes per wallet, which for me that is pretty dumb because I can just create another wallet and send some funds to that wallet and keep creating ton of nodes. So for me, it doesn't really matter if there is a cap or not on the amount of nodes that I can create. So here it shows that there is the 20% tax, which is actually 19% tax. So I guess it got a little bit smaller after the V2 update. Also, this is very important. There are a ton of people asking why there is a wallet with around 74% of the tokens. This is just the reward pool that they uses to distribute the every single day the rewards to the node holders. This is also a FUD that were going on if they were related to the ring finance. They say that they are not related, and I don't know if I believe them, if I don't believe them, but actually there is something that I see is that they're actually working, that they have been updating their platform, their protocol a few times. They have been updating their contract a few times. Also, I think if they wanted to rug, they had plenty of time to do that. Right now we are what, March ending, already ending March, and they started in January, so they had plenty of time to work, and they are still working. They are still adding some utilities, and they are still adding some functionalities to this project. So I think if they wanted to take the money and run with it, they had plenty of time to do that. So here they talk a little bit about a few plans that they have for the future. I know that they have been talking for that one for so long, the lottery, and I'm still waiting for it. Next, we have mission, vision, and also values. There is a good video on Polar that an AMA that James Belton did, so you can also click on that one. It also brings some good information about the project. So this is my 2 cents on Polar. I just wanted to improvise and show you how it has been working for me and maybe provide a quick review on the project. So this is how it has been working for me for the past 2 months. I really like the project. I invested a very small amount of money, just $85. I don't think I'm gonna be investing more than that in the future, at least not for now, because I'm actually shooting for bigger projects and my capital is limited, so I cannot be investing in all of these projects. And usually, my end goal is to get my initial investment back and create a stream of a passive income stream that it is free. And as you can see from my sheet, from my Google sheet, you can see that I already got back my initial investment and I am making free money. So there is no rush for me to be investing more than that and be at a risk of losing my capital in my initial investment. So if you also like the project and you are thinking about investing in it, go over all of this documentation in the Discord. There is a very active community Just start asking questions. There is a ton of knowledgeable people on that Discord group that you could ask any type of question about the project. And if you think that you like the project and you want to allocate some capital, I would recommend that you start with a very, very small portion of your portfolio. Do not, if you only have $500, do not allocate the $500 into a single project. Try using 100 to 100 to $150 to allocate into one project so you can diversify and spread your risk. As for me, that's all that I got for this video. I will be leaving a few links in the description for my previous video on vapor nodes and also red light nodes, so you can make the comparison between polar nodes, vapor nodes, and also red light node district, in case you want to know where it will be better to allocate your capital. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section, and also you will find in the description box my email, so you can also shoot me an email if you have any question.